Welcome ladies and gentlemen, Furo here, and today is Friday. That means I got a new Shadowverse deck presentation for you. This video is brought to you and sponsored by Cygames. If you're interested in trying out Shadowverse, you will find download links to the Steam, iOS and Android version of the game in the video description, so definitely check that out if you're a card game fan. Alright, so let's have a look at today's deck feature. It is Control SWORDCRAFT deck, or also known as Commander SWORDCRAFT. So far, most of the decks that I've shown you were either aggressive or mid-range deck types. The reason for that is that the cost per card is rising the more control-ish a deck is getting. In the following deck you will see a total of 9 legendary cards, which is already a lot, but to be honest, the deck isn't even completed yet. I'm totally looking for a second Gawain, for 1 or 2 Bahamuts, 1 Tsubaki and 1 Odin. Therefore, the total amount of legendaries in such a SWORDCRAFT and Toll deck can easily be going up to 15 legendaries. That is pushing the amount of vials needed to complete such a control deck to around 60,000 vials, which is similar to the expensive ramped Dragoncraft decks. Anyway, I still wanted to show you the deck because it is already a lot of fun, despite not having the highest win rate possible for the SWORDCRAFT class. If you're looking for a more consistent and cheaper deck, I can totally recommend my old mid-range SWORDCRAFT deck that I used a few days ago, so check out the video description for a link for the deck. Now, what's the deck all about, you might ask? Well, first of all, I like in every control deck you are starting the game kinda slow and trying to outvalue your opponent in the late game, which is normally starting at turn 7 going forward. That means you need to play defensive cards early on that can heal yourself and have good trade value to fight for the board. To achieve that goal, cards like the Unicorn Dancer Unica, the Veteran Lancer, the Blitz Lancer, Amelia, the Silver Paladin, or the Jeno Levin Vanguard are all very good choices. Not surprisingly, you are not seeing any sort of one play point unit in the deck, but instead we are playing a triple whole souled swing. In aggressive matchups, your opponent is surely the one that will play the first unit, and the swings will help you to kill the small guys early on, while also giving you further board presence. Going into the mid game, you're ramping up your destruction potential with the Giant Slayer, the Dance of Death and the AoE spell Cyclone Blade, while also setting up your later big guns through the Gawain, which is where he is. There's a Gawain of the Round Table and the Luminous Mage. This stage of the game is always very crucial against aggressive decks. If you're able to compete against their phase approach, you are most often on the winning side due to your heavy hitters that are just around the corner. A key card in your strategy is the new Tempest of the Old Gods legendary Roland the Incorruptible. Surprisingly for me, this one is a girl, because in my home country Roland is a boy's name, but anyway, the power of the card is of course not affected by that. So when you play her, you will also summon a Duruntal of Incorruptible if there is not one already on the board. Duruntal is an amulet that is capping the maximum amount of damage you or your followers can take in a single strike to 4 damage. That is insanely huge against opponent late game threats, allowing yourself for some great trades and also lowering the overall damage amount. With the amulet then on the board, it is time to go for the final blows through your high cost units like the Lucifer, Israfil or the enhanced Albert. Right now the absence of Odin and Bahamut is hurting the endgame in some matchups from time to time. Another huge board clearer or some extra banishing effects would be really a great addition, but so far the results with the deck are still positive. As always guys, after the deck talk, the time for some gameplay has arrived. If you still need more help with the deck or Shadowverse in general, just hit me up in the comment section. Alright guys, first game we have SWORDCRAFT versus ShadowCraft, and ShadowCraft is unfortunately one of the toughest matchups to get. And unfortunately there are so many ShadowCrafts on the ladder, so that will be tough. Start is not the best, but I guess we can make that work. So ShadowCraft right now is the best class to play. It has a positive win rate against every other class, and even the one that is good against ShadowCraft versus Heavencraft is still not good enough. So by far, if you just want to grind it up, just play ShadowCraft. Lesser Mummy and a small little goblin here on the board. We might then just play the Hold Soul Swing, getting rid of the Lesser Mummy, get a 1-1 here on the board. Opponent is probably not trading, he's just going for the face if he's playing the aggressive version. And the aggressive version is the one that is even stronger than the mid-range one. Rapid Necromancer. Yeah, he's just going for the face, unexpected. What we are doing is dropping a Blitz Lancer, clearing his 1-2. Then he's pushing another 3 from the Necromancer into the face. We can trade into the Necromancer next turn. While also dropping, right now only the Veteran Lancer, but still another Necromancer. Yeah, why not? And the Skeleton Fighter, which is getting buffed. So, down to 15, I would assume. And we're taking 2, 4 from these two guys. That means we're down to 11 already, which is great. Gonna evolve this little guy, Veteran Lancer. Then we can take out Rapid Necromancer, the second one as well. We are taking 2 points of damage, another 2 from the Necromancer. Means we're down to 11. He has Skeleton Fighter here on the board. He is probably dropping another unit. That is evolving, killing the Veteran Lancer. Yeah, Cerberus is good for him. Bring Coco and Mimi, which is pushing more damage in the face. And face is always right. So why not do that? Down to 9 already, and it's only turn 5. Gawain at the round table. Now we're going for the Luminous Mage. Let's kill this little guy. We are evolving the Luminous Mage. And kill the 2/2. So his board is at least cleared now, but he just needs a bit more and then the game is already over. So that is one hate of a class. For example, if he's now dropping a Phantom Hole, he has 5 shadows. Phantom Hole can be played. He can also use Mimi and Coco and the evolve point, and that is already then enough to kill us. Lyriel, Celestial Archer, Skull Beast. Oh, that's all. Where's your damage, man? Get Gawain of the round table. That we are getting our commanders a bit cheaper, so that is definitely nice. Plus we can evolve here for free. So let's evolve. Do we want to evolve this guy? Oh wait, he's an officer. We can only evolve this one for free. So we're evolving the commander. We're killing the small 2/2 here. Kill the 1/2 as well. 5 in the face. So he's down to 13, but again, if he got the right card, he is just killing us. Demon Lord Easter, for example, is a good one. He's now getting, how many? 2 or 3? The 2? Only 2. Wow, he's conceding. Ooh, that was unexpected. Okay, we're winning this one. Interesting. Alright, game 2, and we're facing Heavencraft. I'm totally not sure why our opponent in the last game was conceding, to be honest, because he was still alive, and it was not like if we dropped the Albert turn after that he was dying. So he still had life, and there was a decent chance for him to kill us in 1 or 2 turns. So maybe his hand was really bad, not sure. And we are definitely dropping those 3 cards. We're getting Veteran Lancer, Roland, and we got the Levin Vanguard. Heavencraft is normally slower matchup, so we can get all the stuff we need on the board later. Just need to be sure that he's not dropping some huge stuff in the end game and then killing us with some stuff like the Heavenly Aegis. So, end the turn. We have a really good curve. And yeah, he's not doing anything on turn 2, which is excellent, so we can just drop the Veteran Lancer. With the second play here, he will get 2 extra cards in just 2 turns. So then his hand is good filled. Elena's Prayers. So this one is just buffing all the units on his side whenever he restores defense to his leader. So right now he's at 20, but it doesn't matter. And we are just dropping the Grimnir War Cyclone here. A bit stronger than the Unicondenser. So you could also keep the Grimnir for the later parts of the game. With then you get the enhance effect, which is 10 and deal 1 damage to all enemies 4 times. He now has the extra cards in his hand, so that's why he's at 7. 4 play points, another second play. And Blackened Scripture, getting rid of the Grimnir for sure, yeah. How about just dropping the Unicondenser? You could play the Vanguard here, but there is no unit to attack directly, and the Vanguard has Rush, so you want to save that a bit for later. If our opponents, for example, not dropping a Priest and evolving, can just get rid of the Vanguard, so we don't like that too much at the moment. Have a really strong late game hand so far. Roland the Incorruptible is coming on turn 7. And we have Israfil here, we have the Dark Angel Olivia, there's a Blackened Scripture, he's getting rid of our Unicorn Dancer, plus he's healing back, so the Healing Angel is also getting buffed by Elena's Prayers. That's a lot. Amelia, Vanguard. We can evolve. Yeah, let's drop the Amelia. Let's evolve this little guy. 5/6. Then we're getting rid of the Healing Angel. And 2 in the face. The guild would be for free here if there were 3 or more enemy followers in play. That is right now not happening. Holy Bowman Gale. And the Unicorn Dancer Unica. And with the Bowman here, whenever he is getting healing, then he's also dealing 2 damage. Is that right? 2 damage? Yeah, 2 damage to the enemy leader. So that's an aggressive card for a healing deck. Fangblade Slayer. How about of the Cyclone Blade here? Killing both units and we can push 5 in the face. He's down to 11. Next turn Roland is coming. And he's just getting more cards. At 6 right now, but we're also at 6, so it's not like the extra cards our opponent got here was super helpful. He's not having a huge card advantage. Healing Angel again. He is healing. He has a 3/4 now on the board. Still, oh, another Roland the Incorruptible. Just dropping that, and because we also have the Dark Angel Olivia here already in hand, we can just evolve. Doesn't matter because we're getting the evolve points back later anyway. And with the Durantal on the board, we now have a very good time, even with our opponents dropping some heavy shit. We are just not getting that much damage in the face. So great, he's healing back to 18. Probably evolving. Because then he can kill the Roller, that's right now at 4, so he just needs to push 4 on that. And that's the maximum he can push. We're then going for the Fangblade Slayer, I would assume. There's also Albert, which is pretty good. Yeah, we're going for the Fangblade Slayer. This one's also taking a maximum of 3 damage. Killing the crate. That means 3 in the face. Crate is going down. The Fangblade Slayer still has 4 life on it. Most likely we're going for Albert then on the next turn. This one has the enhanced power. He's healing back to 18. Yeah, still. Killing this guy. That's 3 damage. Albert is pushing 10. And he's down to 5. Looking very good. Will be very tough for our opponent. We are still at 20 life. Albert is coming enhanced. We are evolving for sure. So pushing 10. The Fangblade Slayer is pushing 3 and also killing his unit here. So he's out of units on the board, getting 10, 13 damage in the face. Down to 5. We are now out of evolve points. But because we have the Dark Angel Olivia, which is increasing our evolution points to 3, we're just getting those back. Pegasus Sculpture. Back to 6. Fangblade Slayer. No. Let's drop the Dark Angel Olivia, getting our evolve points back. That means that we can go for the Fangblade Slayer, for example, which is then, if we're evolving, he has 5 attacks, so we would push 5 in our opponent's face. And he's just looking to survive long enough. Colludes the Light, he's banishing an enemy follower. Just to survive longer. But we are just pushing here. Oh, Lucifer is good. Lucifer, if we evolve that, he is dealing 4 damage to the enemy leader. So that's the thing I really like to do right now. Plus we are also dropping the Guild, the Vice Captain onto the board.
Once I believed.
So there you go. 4 damage from the Lucifer. So down to 3. And it's not looking too good for him. There's another decree. Clearing the board again. Healing Angel. So he's back at 5. He's getting 1 more. That means because of the 1 extra, he is barely surviving. We have the Fangblade Slayer. And we also have the Albert. Albert is good enough. Otherwise Fangblade Slayer would be 1 off even with the evolve. But the Albert is good enough even without evolve points. That would be 6. But let's evolve for more fun. And also I guess still have a quest here. So that's 10 in the face and the victory against the Heavencraft. Our greedy journey continues, and now we have for the last game a RuneCraft player. And because RuneCraft just is so much worse than it used to be, it should be an easy matchup kinda. So we're keeping Grimnir, we're getting Amelia, Silver Paladin and the Fangblade Slayer. Right now nothing to play on turn 2, so I hope to pick something up here. No, that's a Luminous Mage. So at least a decent curve from 3 to 5, but we are missing a bit here. Well, how about Fangblade Slayer? Get that away and give me a 2-drop. Hold Souled Swing. That would be a 2-drop if our opponent has played something on turn 1. That is not happening. Nothing on turn 2 either, so let's just... Maid Leader. Let me go for the Maid Leader. Finding another commander here, which is the Albert Levin Saber. Wind Blast, killing our Maid Leader. And we will then just drop the Amelia. Getting Guild into our hand, but he's not getting to 0 cost, of course, because there's nothing on the board. So we need to pay 2, unfortunately, for that. Merlin. I guess he's playing with the Dimension Shift. Can evolve now. Kill our Amelia. Losing Merlin, of course. And what are we doing now? Another Amelia. Quite a few options. Just the Luminous Mage is not good enough. We could just drop the Albert. Or we can drop another Amelia and see what he's doing. Yeah, let's do that. We're getting Guild here, another one. I mean, we could have just used Albert for the face here, but maybe want to keep him for later. Snipe, 1 in the face. Yeah, he's definitely playing with the Dimension Shift. Inside. So then we need to be faster. Or we need to have the Amulet on the board. Either we need to get rid of a lot of damage with the Amulet, or we need to be as fast as possible. That's another Maid Leader. So how about that? We are getting another... We're not getting another Albert, just another Luminous Mage. And let's drop double Guild on the board. And then we can play the Luminous Mage next turn. And if we evolve, all the little guys here getting buffed a bit. Magic Missile, taking care of the leader. Right. Currently 9 cards in hand, that's a lot. Another Merlin. And I guess he's getting a lot of Dimension Shifts. That is not looking too hot. Let's evolve. And he was not getting any more cards here. Because the Merlin, if he's evolving, he's getting a random spell with spell boost from his deck into his hand. And there was not a single card coming. And that means that he has the Dimension Shifts already in his hand. That is definitely problematic. That's why we need to push more damage, and we are doing that. We're also using the Soul Swing and push 3 in the face, which is not very much, but I mean, we have to start somehow. All depends now on how fast he can go. Wait, he was... that was I thought he got everything in his hand. That was just because he had too many cards in hand, and the animation was that he is discarding the card then. Of course. So there's a Mage Levi. Then there is still Dimension Shift in his deck. It was just the wrong animation. I was misseeing that. So with the Mage, he is probably killing this guy. There you go. And we're getting the Luminous Knight back, which we could evolve again. Blitz Lancer. Fangblade Slayer. How do we push the most here? Most of the Fangblade Slayer, right? Yeah, let's go for that. Fangblade Slayer, we're evolving for 5 points in the face. Then the Guild is also pushing 2. He is at 10, and that means if we play the Albert next turn, that is then a victory, because he's pushing 10. So he needs to play D-Shift right now. It just looks like that he is killing everything. But maybe there is a D-Shift. See? There is not, and with that we unfortunately, for him, unfortunately we are winning. For us it's of course good. Also got the Israfil, which would be a nice board clearer plus some healing, but Albert is good enough. So winning another game with our control SWORDCRAFT deck. And in this matchup we were forced to go aggressive instead of waiting for our late game cards. That's also good, you can do that with the deck as well. And 10 in the face, winning another one against the RuneCraft. And with that we're at the end of today's video. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button.